Today on Recipes with Randall, we're making RFFC. That's Randall's fried fucking buttermilk chicken! It's buttermilk style. This is the good shit. Okay, so the first step to doing the fried chicken is you're gonna wanna get your buttermilk in there and you just wanna literally pour it all over. You wanna get a nice even layer of it all over the top, and you're gonna want to, you can let this sit in overnight or you can let this sit for a few hours. We're gonna let this sit and reserve for about 3.5 hours. Another fun tip you can do, if you have any type of hot sauce, whether it's Sriracha, Valentina, maybe even some Frank's Red Hot, you can pour enough of your hot sauce and whisk it in with your buttermilk till it makes a nice pink color, and then pour that in with your chicken, and that hot sauce is going to marinate some flavor into your chicken too. It's some really good stuff. I have a separate recipe for that I will save for another day, but today we're making classic buttermilk style fried chicken. Okay, before we start our method for how we're going to make our dredge, we're going to discuss seasoning ideas. Obviously, we see at KFC, they say, you know, all the fucking secret herbs and spices. That doesn't mean we're going to add all of this. I was just going to, you know, point out, if you want to make your thing taste a little more East Indian with curry powder, cumin, and turmeric, and garam masala, you do that. If you want to have East Indian fried chicken, you can do that. You can also take your, you know, Chinese five spice and mix that in with your dredging. If you're not aware, dredging is when you take the chicken out of the buttermilk and you put it into the all-purpose flour in a bowl, you toss it around before you deep fry it. That's the method you want to do. But you don't want your chicken to taste like shit. You want it to have some fucking flavor to it. So that's why you mix herbs and spices into the dredging. However, you know, I'm not going to go recommend garlic and herb and mix it with, you know, garam masala and Chinese five spice. Like, that's going to be some pretty good fucking fried chicken. That's not what we're doing here today. What we're actually going to more or less do is once we have the flour out, we're going to use lots of amounts of salt. We're going to use lots of pepper. Onion powder is a good friend to use. Paprika is excellent to use in this recipe, and same with garlic powder. Maybe for a little bit of extra flavor, we'll do a little bit of poultry seasoning, but all I find it does is make the chicken more brown than anything else. If you want to try different types of salt, you can use seasoning salt, or if you want your food to have a little bit more of a spicy kick, you can use Creole seasoning in place of salt. They all work great, but we're going to stick to these base 6 ingredients. Oh, no, sorry, 5. We're going to stick to the 5 key ingredients for this recipe, and we're going to mix it in with the flour, and I'll show you what the end result is. Yeah, so at this point, you're going to want to add heavy amounts of pepper to your dredging. Pepper's nice. You're going to want to get lots of salt in there. Salt is where you're going to get lots of your flavor from, so be very heavy with the salt. And you're going to want to be very fucking generous with your motherfucking garlic powder. Garlic powder is going to give lots of flavor too. You're going to want to add lots of onion powder. You know, I said salt? You're going to even add some seasoning salt. And we're going to add paprika. And once you have all your flavors combined, just whisk that into a nice little mixture like that. And when we are at our next step, we will see what's going to be done. Once you have drained the buttermilk from the chicken, you just simply put it into the dredge. You shake and toss around. Remove from the dredge, put into a transfer bowl, run into the deep fryer. And just for video's sake, we are just going to drop 2 pieces in, just to demonstrate what to do. Oh goddamn, you're ruining my video, you fucking prick! Okay, anyways, you're going to drop this down and let it boil in the oil for 15 minutes. So if you don't have a little cover for your deep fryer, make sure you do, because it's just going to put oil all over your fucking house. Going to be looking for, see how it's starting to get the color? It's going to need to be twice as dark as that. We haven't been doing this thing for 5 minutes yet. So we'll check it in another 5. Alrighty. This is it after 10 minutes. Remember, we're going for a 15-minute deep fry. So, seeing that color, that almost looks like KFC. We're going to go a little bit darker, but we want to make sure our chicken's cooked all the way through to the bone. And we're still going to let it sit in the oven at 200 degrees while everything else is fucking ready to cook. It's going to be at a nice holding temperature. Voila! Another important thing you are going to need. It doesn't, see how I have mine laying off the edge and it's kind of going diagonal down towards the middle? That's fine. As long as you have some space where your chicken is going to be raised off of the ground and not sitting in any of the grease once you get out the deep fryer, this is what you want to do. This is going to be your grease catching rack for your fried chicken so you can crisp it up or keep it crispy and warm in the oven while you prepare other things. Maybe you're making rice, maybe you're making coleslaw, maybe you just need to hold dinner for another 5 to 10 minutes so you can get the family in at the table all ready to eat. But this is going to be your the thing that makes your chicken better than KFC. Just like that, folks. Remember, you want to hold that at 200. That's perfect temperature holding. Add butter and, believe it or not, honey to your carrots to make them actually taste delicious. You're still going to want a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't want too much honey. The honey is just to complement the sweetness of the carrot itself. One thing I like to actually pair sometimes with fried chicken is actually wild rice. So if you don't know how to make wild rice, it's on the packaging, and if you have an Instapot, it's stupidly easy. Making rice is one of the fucking fastest, easiest ways to feed your family, not to mention it's stupidly dumb. It's on the packaging. I shouldn't have to fucking even tell you how to make rice. But the most important part about making fried chicken is use whatever flavors you want. Don't let anybody tell you how to make fried chicken. By the way, if you do not follow my fucking recipe exactly the way I fucking told you to do it, you're gonna fuck this right up. Believe that shit. Beautifully fried chicken, seasoned. Boiling carrots, wonderful. And the starch to finish it off, wild rice. This was Recipes with Randal. If you enjoy more of this kind of stuff, follow me, like my videos, and subscribe. This was Recipes with Randal's, and you can fuck right off if you do not like my fucking food.
Fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, holy shit, oh fucker, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit, fucking bullshit.